Well, Dolores Marsh pleaded guilty to one count of grand theft and one count of forgery last Thursday at the Inyo County Courthouse in Independence. Sierra Wave Media's Deb Murphy reports Marsh accepted a sentence of 2 years in the Inyo County Jail in Independence and will pay restitution to the tune of $322,000 to the Inyo Mono Auto Body. Now, a year-long investigation, this following a complaint filed by the body shop, led to Marsh's arrest in February of this year. The original charges were 5 counts of grand theft and 5 counts of forgery, altering entries in books and records. Now, the counts she pleaded guilty to involved purchases from Target in excess of $46,000 made between December 2009 and April 2013. The other charges were dismissed. Now, the restitution begins with a $100,000 payment at Marsh's sentencing hearing scheduled for January 20th. Her attorney, Victoria Campbell, explained to Inyo County Judge Brian Lamb the payment may require additional time as the source of the funds will be the sale of Marsh's home. Now, after Marsh serves her sentence, a payment schedule will be set up for the balance of the $322,000. Now, at the start of the preliminary hearing, Judge Lamb recessed to allow Campbell and Edward Skelly from the State Attorney General's office to confer. 50 minutes later, the 2.5-year-long case was over. Now, Tom Hardy, now the Inyo County District Attorney, represented Marsh in the early stages of the case, this prior to being appointed to District Attorney of Inyo County. Once the Bishop Police Department completed the investigation, the case was transferred to the Attorney General's office in Los Angeles. And Deb Murphy also filed this report. The stress of financial issues at Southern Inyo Hospital was evident at last Thursday afternoon's board meeting, from administrators to staff to community and board members. Southern Inyo Hospital is taking steps to resolve a government reimbursement schedule that lags dangerously behind costs and program requirements, including forming a LLC, a limited liability corporation, with Ridgecrest Regional Hospital. Now, it's little consolation to anyone that small rural hospitals across the country are going through the same angst. Now, according to board member Drew Wickman, a total of $77,000 was donated by community members following Southern Inyo Hospital's October 27th public meeting. In addition, Leroy Kritz provided $80,000 as a short-term loan to cover payroll. Now, as of last Friday, the payment gap to all employees closed to 2 weeks. There is no lack of support from Southern Inyo County, but there is a sense of urgency, according to Supervisor Matt Kingsley. Now, the most obvious solution presented at the public meeting was some form of partnership with Ridgecrest or Northern Inyo Hospital. Both chief executive officers were present last month. Southern Inyo Hospital CEO Lee Barron met with Jim Suver, Ridgecrest CEO, last week, reporting that the LLC will allow Southern Inyo Hospital to run employee insurance benefits through Ridgecrest Regional. Barron had no information on the benefits or cost to Southern Inyo Hospital. Additional advantages could include sharing a system for the electronic medical records required by the Federal Affordable Care Act, as well as the exploring the possibility of using Ridgecrest's license to establish home health care in Southern Inyo Hospital's district. Barron said that Ridgecrest is also working to facilitate a loan for Southern Inyo Hospital. The full story written by Deb Murphy on our website, sierrawave.net. Well, the Mammoth Lakes Police Department seeks to warn the public regarding the rise once again in those kidnapping extortion phone calls. Mammoth Lakes Police Department has received multiple reports that involve contact via telephone and demanding payment for the return of a kidnapped family member. Now, while no actual kidnapping has taken place, the callers often convince their victims of the legitimacy of the threat by knowing names or personal information. Now, the press release from the Mammoth Lakes Police Department states, if you receive a phone call from someone who demands payment, the Mammoth Lakes Police Department advises you to Well, stay calm and avoid sharing information about you or your family. Listen carefully to the voice of the kidnapped victim. Attempt to call, text, or determine the location of the kidnapped victim and request to speak to or request the kidnapped victim to call back from his or her cell phone and ask questions only they would know. Now, if you receive this or a similar call or have questions about whether it is an extortion scheme or legitimate kidnapping, you are asked to notify law enforcement immediately and don't make any payments or other concessions prior to doing so. Anyone with information about these phone calls is encouraged to call the Mammoth Lakes Police Department or report a tip on the website mammoth-lakespd.org. And getting information from the Mono County Sheriff's Department about more mountain lion activity in the Crowley Lake area. On November 17th, a mountain lion attacked a dog near Mountain View Drive. The dog was badly mauled but survived the attack. This past Saturday, November 21st, a mountain lion attacked and killed a llama near Willowbrook Road. The press release notes the Mono County Sheriff's Office does not know if both attacks were by the same mountain lion. That release also notes mountain lions are solitary and elusive, and their nature is to avoid humans. They are most active at dawn, dusk, and at night. Mountain lions prefer deer, but they also eat pets and livestock. In extremely rare cases, people have fallen prey to mountain lions. Now, although mountain lions are neither threatened nor endangered, they are a specially protected species in California, and it is illegal to hunt or otherwise take a mountain lion absent specific circumstances. Mountain lions that threaten people are immediately killed. Now, the press release notes to keep your family and animals safe, you should heed some advice, including do not hike, bike, or jog alone, and avoid hiking or jogging when mountain lions are most active. Don't leave small children or pets outside unattended, and keep a watch on those small children. And do not approach a mountain lion. If you encounter a mountain lion, do not run. Instead, face the animal, make noise, and try to look bigger by waving your arms, throw rocks or other objects. Pick up small children. If attacked, the press release notes, fight back. Bring pet food inside to avoid attracting potential mountain lion prey. Now, more information about mountain lions can be found on the California Fish and Wildlife website, wildlife.ca.gov, and that full Mono County press release is on sierrawave.net. Well, a missing Southern California man was found deceased in an avalanche area in Inyo County on Saturday. Back on October 14th, the Inyo County Sheriff's Office was notified that David Myers, a UCLA graduate student, was missing and possibly hiking in the Mount Whitney, Mount Russell area. The trailhead public parking area and other areas over the next couple of days were checked by both vehicle and by air for Myers' vehicle. Press release states that in late afternoon on November 18th, Myers' vehicle was spotted on a U.S. Forest Service road. Inyo County Search and Rescue ground teams were mobilized to begin searching the Mount Irvine area next to Mount Whitney with assistance of a CHP helicopter. Additional resources were requested from the California Office of Emergency Services, and last Friday, November 20th, approximately 40 search and rescue personnel from throughout the state, as well as a Chinook helicopter from the California Air National Guard, were assigned. Now, late last Friday afternoon, items believed to belong to Myers were located in a recent avalanche debris field near Mount Irvine. Additional resources were requested, including a search dog team and sonar type equipment. On Saturday, Mr. Myers was located deceased in the avalanche area. Inyo County Sheriff's Office says thoughts and prayers are with the family of David Myers.